Oh man, it was so good to finally see some fresh pegs, guys. FCase was found. Hopefully you all are having a great start of the week. And of course, if you're new to the channel, I definitely appreciate you clicking on this episode. Hopefully you like what you see. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. So yeah, like I said, guys, found some goodies. And first one, new for 2024, we have the Ford Performance Super Van 4. This one is super cool because it reminds me so much of the Super Van from the Matchbox lineup, and I'll showcase it in a second. But check it out. Really cool livery. You have the productivity accelerated on the side, and of course coming around the rear you have the really nice details. But look at the body. It's super cool. It's coned out, kind of like how the Ford GT has the body lines that kind of sweep in. Of course you have the black tin spokes. You have the rear diffusers. Yeah, this thing is nice. But of course the front end doesn't have any details, but as an electric vehicle you would really only have the headlights there. So really, really nice one for 2024. And the one I'm talking about is the Matchbox Super Van, which is on the bottom of this case right here. Check it out. Not that similar, but just gives me the nod to this one. So here you go. You have the Super Van 2 and the Super Van 4. You guys let me know which one is your favorite. Of course, I know if you're an EV fan, you're going to like that one. If you're anti-EV, you're going to go with this one right here. And I got to say, this one is still the OG and probably the coolest one. But I got to say, the 2024 lineup of releasing this one is actually a pretty sweet one. So definitely wanted to grab this for the collection, solely based off of being a fan of this one. All right, and then next out of FCase, we have this one. This is such an awesome tooling. You have the Cadillac Project GTP hypercar in satin black. Check that out. That thing is super cool. You have no tampos for the rear or the front, but you have a gold stripe running across the canopy, as well as it looks like an OZ on the side. But yeah, outfitted with the gold exotic 10 spokes. This thing is nice. This thing is really nice. And of course, on the back, it tells you it is the future of Cadillac, sporting an all-new 5.5 liter V8 engine paired with an electric motor. This sleek and beautiful speedster is a stealth fighter disguised as a hypercar. And I got to agree with that. That thing is freaking sweet looking, especially in that satin black with gold. So can't wait to see what other colors come out for the Cadillac. And then next up, guys, is this gem right here. This one is beautiful. The Ford GT40 in the dark metallic blue. This blue has been out for some time with Hot Wheels, and it's good to see it on this casting. I think it looks amazing. Of course, it is the same livery as the white one, which was previously released, but this is out of the factory fresh. And of course, it does have the headlights and no rear details, which typically, like I've said before, factory fresh used to be details front and rear. Maybe they're just saving that for the Silver Series. But yeah, this is still a gorgeous GT40. Very, very nice one right here. All right, next up, another EV. This is like EV heavy. Another new for 2024 out of the Green Speed series, the Silverado EV RST. Check that out. That is just an awesome looking truck. I loved the blue. I love the massive chrome Y5s on here. But you got some taillight details as well as the front. It's actually done nicely. And then some super blacked out windows. I think the whole top is actually a glass piece. You got two surfboards in the back, the opening rear. It's basically an Avalanche. It's basically the modern day Avalanche right here, which I did have at one point. I loved that truck. Drive for 400 miles on a full charge, tow up to 10,000 pounds. Go from 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds in the very first all-electric Silverado. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not a fan of electric vehicles. I'm just a gearhead. I love the sound of a raw motor, exhaust. The acceleration is cool on the EVs. But still, man, it is just not the same. But 400 miles on a full charge, my wife's Santa Fe gets 416 on a full tank, and I don't have to wait any longer than like 5 minutes to refill it. So that is another big thing is, I mean, you go EV, yeah, it's cool. You might think you're helping the environment, but at the same time, you're taking the driving experience out of it. Yes, it's fast, but then you're spending 15, 30, maybe 40 minutes filling up the battery or recharging the battery. Yeah. Awesome truck. Not a fan of the EV stuff. But next up is the Mazda, and this is a new recolor for the Texas Toot. Check it out. Another satin finish. This is more of a bluish gray. And of course, you have these massive, massive off-road 6 spokes. This thing is freaking sweet looking. Now, the first one is, of course, white, based off of the actual Texas Toot. But yeah, the Mazda AutoZam is definitely a cool one. And those wheels are just freaking huge. So another awesome 2024 tooling right here. All right, next up we have the Mazda Miata. Check it out. 91 MX-5 in black with the red interior. This one looks like it would be a great contender for a red edition. But this one, you actually have some taillights. Check it out. License plate, taillights are done, 5-spoke. And then, of course, you have the side ambers in the front with the headlights popped down. So really nice. I have a pretty good collection of Miatas, so anytime I see one I do pick them up because I think they're just fun little cars. There is that one. Next up we have the 2015 Jaguar F-Type. This one's actually a really clean livery. You have a nice pearl white with the red and teal tied in with the gold lace wheels. I think that looks really good. And then of course on the wing you do have the red spoiler on there. It's pretty much the only detail for it except for the headlights. But yeah, really nice. This one's probably the best one, in my opinion, that's been out for the Project 7. But yeah, this is out of the Hot Wheels Roadsters, and this is still FCase right here. Next up, custom 72 Chevy Love. There we go. This is an awesome casting. Always been a huge fan of this one. I do still have a collection of these, and this one looks so similar to the one that came out of the truck set, which was the mini truck series that was exclusive to Walmart. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But a really nice green. You have a couple shades of it running down the side with this slotted 5 spokes, or the classic 5 spokes. But yeah, Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. And this one does have the clear windows, tubbed rear. So there you go. Another awesome little Chevy Love for the collection. Next up is the Mustang Funny Car. I've been waiting to catch this one. I was actually working out a trade, which is still on the way here for one of these. I did grab 2 of these, so I will have 3. I am going to open up one and change out those wheels because I think it would look really good with some black standard tires. But yeah, you have some dragon art running across the side. You do have the 2024 Hot Wheels art cars on the wing, and this one is the letter V. So there we go. Very, very cool, guys. There's a lot of different releases of this one. Even in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, you had a couple other ones. Where are they at? Right up here, which were previous releases. These are all card variations. But you had the purple one, the blue one. There's a silver one. You have an earlier release with the satin finish. You have the treasure hunt, black one, blue one, silver one. I mean, there's way more out there, but this one is another great addition to the collection. All right, next up is the Brickin Delivery. Now, the only reason why I got this was I saw a post that on the other side of this thing, there are 2 signatures on it, and I just wanted to open it up and see if it actually has that. So it's the Brickin Delivery out of the Hot Wheels Metro, and like I said, I really wanted to see if it does have it. And the special feature is it does come apart and almost looks like a almost kind of looks like a T1 truck when you take it off, if you took that back off. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up and see if it does have those little signatures on the side, because I'm just curious. Oh, this one doesn't have it. Okay, I will show you the picture of what I'm talking about. I don't know if it's legit or not. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. But if you guys have seen that post, here it is. Open for you loose. There's no signatures on it. I don't know if that's a legit thing or if it was, I don't know, kind of like how Larry Wood had his Chase signature on things. But just wanted to see if that was a legit thing or not. And then, of course, this thing does come apart. So here you go. That way you can check it out. It's actually kind of cool if you just left the cab on there, because then it does look like a little T1 truck. Check that out. It's actually kind of cooler without it. But we will keep it all together. I'll give this to my daughter so she can play with it. Next one is, of course, the second one. We did grab 2. And then followed up, I did grab another 57 Chevy. I do have one on short card, but I do want to open this up and do a custom. So Paul Young actually found a naked error of this one, and it just looks so good. So I do want to do the same thing. I want to take off all of these letters and tampos and just leave it the satin black, and it just looks amazing, guys. Check it out. I'll have it up here on the screen. But yeah, had to grab a second one just so I can make my own custom of the legit error that he found. And then, of course, next up is this one right here. Hopefully you all catch one of these. The Porsche 911 Carrera. Really awesome to see a licensed casting for the Xperia Motors keychain car. And you guys know, we all love the Porsche. I'm a huge fan of it. A lot of people are. And I think this is just a cool one. So I did grab 2. That way I can keep one carded in the Porsche collection, which is sitting in this tote. And then have one open to use on my keys. So here we go. Awesome. Awesome stuff right there. Next up is another heavy hitter that I was hoping to find, and we got it. The Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe in the iconic Golf livery. Check that out. Everyone who is a car guy is just a huge fan of the Golf livery. I mean, the colors are just so heritage. It's just one of those things that when you see a Golf livery, you should pick it up. Only because it is just a cool color setup. I mean, Look at that, baby blue and orange. Who would have thought those two colors would go good together? But out of the Hot Wheels race day, this thing is beautiful, and it's so good to see this one come back out. It's been a while. I don't know when the last release was, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys. Nice, man. God, that thing is nice. And then here's the second keychain car right here. And then next up, we have the El Camino. Now, this is the mainline version of the Super, but I still wanted this one for the collection because I do have a small amount of El Caminos. And this one's the 71. So one of my friends growing up had a 1970 El Camino with this Chevelle front, basically. It's basically a Chevelle as a truck, but he had the 70 with the 72 front end, which is very close to the 71. They're all single headlights versus the dual headlight for the 70. And this one just reminded me of his, so I really wanted to grab this one. If I can find another one, I will do a satin black, because his was satin black with the cow hood with some Centerline Convo Pro drag wheels on there, and it just looked awesome. So here is this one, the main line of the Super. And last but definitely not least, guys, here we go. The new Team Transport from Car Culture. They had all three, as you saw on the pegs, but I needed to grab this one. I was really torn between the 66 Chevelle and this Fiat 131 Abarth, but look at the colors, man. That is just awesome. Navy blue with yellow with the classic 4-spokes. And this really cool transport. This one is the second story lorry. Look at that. That thing is so cool, man. So the reason why I chose this one over the 66 is I feel like the 66 is still going to be there. Like, I feel like the Cuda is still going to be there, but I feel like this one is definitely going to be picked off. So I wanted to grab the hardest one first, and then I will eventually go down the list. The Cuda is going to be last. I do really like that casting. It is super cool to see the 70 AAR Cuda, but this one definitely won out of the three for this haul. But check it out. Really cool. Really cool stuff. But like I said, it was just really good to catch some new stuff in our Walmart. It's been a long time since we've seen anything past C or D case. But here we go. This is the small haul of F case. I did leave some other ones, but like I said, I'm only bringing home what I really feel like I wanted to have in the collection. Some of these I have a collection of already. So awesome mini haul right here. Like I said, we got 2 Mustang Funny Cars for the collection, 2 Porsche 911 keychain cars. We got the Daytona, the Cadillac, the Ford Supervan 4, the Chevy Love. I mean, just some awesome ones for the collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up, and of course, admire my daughter's little tattoo she gave me, which is a cool little skull. So other than that, like I said, guys, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. And of course, I will see you guys next time. And until then, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.